Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you for the cheer, Cammy. We are back with more Dark Tide. Back for more crazy RPG nonsense for you all. So, who are you, what are you, and to celebrate National Donald Duck Day, what everyday task makes you irreparably angry for no apparent reason? Starting with Eden.
Hello. I didn't know where you were going with the Donald Duck thing.
I didn't know where I was going to go with it till about 3 minutes ago.
Where do you like to go Donald Ducking? That's actually around my house. I'm Eden, and my character is Wraith, Tavinta, mage, mortician, lawyer, all that stuff. And as far as everyday things that make me inordinately angry, shopping. Shopping and going around the supermarket, especially early morning on a Saturday, which is do it. If anybody gets in my way, I'm just sort of like, it's 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. What the hell's wrong with you? Get out of my way! You saw me coming. There's only 2 of us in this fucking aisle, and yeah, that's the level of anger it provokes.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Then we have Tom.
Hello. Things that make me extremely angry. Hi, I'm Tom. My character is currently a retired town guard who's a bit of a cowardly lion. And I think that I get angry about.
What everyday, daily task makes you irreparably angry?
He's a Zen
What has this got to do with Donald Duck? Just out of interest.
Oh, because he gets angry at things. That's his whole gimmick, is he gets angry at things.
He gets angry and he squawks.
I pass. People ask me dumb questions about what makes me angry. There you go.
Okay. I mean, to celebrate Donald Duck Day, Tom, you could host a Donald Duck impersonation contest. You could bake Donald Duck-shaped cookies. You could watch episodes of Donald Duck. You could play Donald Duck trivia games. Or you could share your love for him on social media using hashtag Donald Duck Day. None of them sound fun.
Donald Duck Day.
This all sounds like Disney paid for whatever you're reading right now.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
And Disney indoctrination.
Anyway, Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. I play Ruth Yosef, our very grumpy Dalish elf healer.
Such a grump.
He's such a grump. What makes me irrationally angry?
Irreconcilably angry.
There's so many things. I'm an angry Scottish woman. What do you expect? But the immediate thing that popped into my head is actually work related, and it's people not reading the out of stock labels and then coming to the bakery and asking, do you have these in the back? When there is an out of stock label on the shelf for a goddamn reason.
The answer is no.
That's
Because this will surprise you. It is out of stock.
That's a magical storage portal. Surely there's things in the storage portal. There's, like, these are people that have never worked a real job that ask these questions, I tend to think.
Like, have you never done inventory of anything in your life?
No. Next question.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me mad.
All right. And then,
So bad.
And then finally, unless we have Rowan show up, we have Bach.
I am Bach. I play Tristan, who is a ranger rogue who is constantly what the fucking at the rest of the group. As far as what makes me angry, I apparently must be an angry Scottish woman as well. The list is very long, but one thing for day-to-day chores is the chores that like never seem to end. Like you wash dishes, you're all excited, you got them done, and now someone dirtied a knife. And the cycle starts all over again. And I just, I can't handle it.
That's fair. All right. Apparently the reason it's Donald Duck Day is because the 9th of June is when his first cartoon debuted in 1934.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go. That is your That's your fact for the day, and apparently one called the Wise Little Hen. So there you go. There's your Donald Duck fact for the day. We can move on from Donald Duck now. So what happened last week?
We found a lot of bodies.
We did.
And a lot of arrows. And those were Dalish arrows. And then we decided that it would be a good idea to make friends with the possible angry elves that were in the forest.
The
So
alternative was murder.
yeah.
Our murders,
So-
precisely.
So we're currently waiting on the elves, if there are any elves.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh, we will go from there then. So you prepared a campfire for the elves, and you left some markings to try and intrigue the elves to come to you. And as it gets to nightfall, you see a very young-looking elf sort of slinking out of the trees around you, and he makes his way towards your campfire, and he looks at you, sort of looks at your feet more than anything else, and goes, I've come to take you to the camp.
Oh, they want us to come to the camp. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting that, but
And I think I'll let you all lead the way. Probably best I stay at the back. Try and give me a good introduction if you could.
I'll do my best. But
Look like you're our prisoner. I can guard you.
no, it's fine. Just everybody keep their weapons lowered. Nobody
I'm
make
gonna
any
look up.
sudden.
I'm gonna look up at my halberd and be like, I don't think I can lower a halberd.
Well, I think you maybe need to leave that behind and take a dagger or something, because
Daggers. Daggers are for thieves and chumps. I've got a truncheon. He
be
says,
very careful how you say that around Junie now. She has plenty of
"Is
knives.
Judy not a thief?
I would never presume on such a on a cat's prerogative.
I'll rest my case.
Yeah. Well, Ruth will be at the head of the group then. So what's your clan called then?
We don't have a name.
Odd. But I
Whenever we
suppose.
gave the clan a name, they always came and killed us.
Well, then, yeah, that's true too. Alright, so what's the name of your keeper then?
He looks at you, he sort of gives you a look up and down and goes, I shouldn't say.
Well, isn't that who we're meeting?
He just sort of, he blinks a little at you and then nods and then just turns around and just carries on walking with his head down.
Okay.
Would be helpful to know his name or her name.
Probably, but whatever. It's not gonna happen, is it? So let's just go. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen?
What is the worst
Don't
that could
answer
happen?
Don't answer that.
Could tell you.
Don't answer that.
We'd be dead.
I just told you not to answer that.
Who's quietly thinking, I already escaped one clan. I don't know if a second time's gonna work.
Second time's the charm.
Okay. So you follow him through the trees, and after about 10-15 minutes of like weaving in and out all these quite large trees, you come to a clearing where there's several small campfires in a sort of horseshoe shape. And as you walk into this thing. You're standing in the middle of this sort of circle of fire, and around the edges, you see from the tree line comes about 5 or 6 elves out of the shadows. And one of them,
that's the spookiest place to come from.
one of them lowers his hood. One of them lowers their hood and looks at you and says, You seem to be an elf, yet you travel with filth," and gestures towards Wraith.
I'm gonna sniff my armpits. I think I'm
Ray tries not to look too irritated at that, but is watching the conversation intently.
Ruth's just gonna like shove his hands in his pockets and just be like, "It's not so bad once you get to know him."
Yeah. I can tell.
The elf seems slightly
shrug.
taken aback by this and says, "I see. What is
He's
your
thinking.
story?"
How far back do you want me to go? Are we talking from birth or
Are you
recent history?
are you a city elf?
Right. Backstory. Joy. I was Dalish. I left my clan.
As soon as you say
fled
this, there's a
my
sort of hushed muttering around the circle. You are Dalish?
Aren't you?
There's a sort of tilt of the head and saying, as if they're stand closer to the light. I'm trying to make out your markings.
I didn't take a Vaseline, if that's what you're looking for.
And there's more harsh mutterings around the circle.
I didn't take one because I wasn't allowed one.
You weren't allowed one. How
My
so?
father- My father refused.
Again, the mutterings grow louder, and more elves seem to appear behind them. All sort of, again, in robes, just sort of like watching you from the shadows. So you are not a true Dalish.
I'm as true as Dalish as any be. He just wouldn't give it to me because he blamed me for my mother's death. Are you happy now?
Why is this news supposed to make me happy?
I'm not sure, but it seems to me that you're either deciding whether to kill us now based on my terrible history.
The elf moves closer, and you can make out a lot of the distinct markings on their face. They have sort of almost like ferns on both sides of their face. There's lots more sort of like, yeah, it's kind of like ferns inside in a very obvious circle, or at least like a sort of pair of horns growing from the middle of the top of their head. And they go, "Well, you are always welcome here if you," and she again just looks at Wraith, goes, "know where the line is drawn."
What, like writing? I'm never good at writing. Is that going to be a problem?
William, you're fine. Look, I haven't been in with a Dalish clan for nearly almost 20 years now. I've not really missed it.
But you have seen things.
Yes.
Then you have answers.
Well, I wouldn't go as well. It depends what question you're asking, I suppose.
But if you have seen things, then you have answers. And we have many questions.
Well, we're traveling this way, so we can travel along together if you want.
Maybe they have some answers to some of our questions.
Again, there is
just saying.
a lot of muttering around.
It's a matter of trading information.
You know there are Quinari descending this way, and there's a great blight plaguing the south.
They are both human problems. I have no interest.
The blight concerns everyone.
That's something
Not
a
just-
human would say, and there's a very sour glance towards Wraith again.
No.
Are they saying that are these guys immune to darkspawn stuff?
No, they can't be. They can't be.
I mean, because it sounds like they're saying they're immune to darkspawn stuff. Just saying.
Nah, the blight affects everything and everyone. It's no.
Well, that's a damn shame.
There's things that repel it, but in the game sense, there's only a magic cure, and even then, it's kind of
Hinky.
yeah, it's kind of hinky. No, I think you're missing some of our history with the order that fights the blight, the Grey Wardens. Have you
Okay.
any idea about them?
She just sort of tilts her head, going, "The Grey Wardens, the Secret
They-
Keepers."
Secret keepers?
I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, they kind of are.
Yeah. What do you mean by secret keepers?
He means they keep secrets.
I know, but are they in high esteem? Are they friends? These are.
Oh, I see.
They sort of again look at you and goes,
I'm just trying to help.
We have not got the most time. Where is your raven?"
What? Raven?
Yes, Raven.
I have a mark.
They sort of look at you up and down again, confused, and say, "Bring forth a raven." And again, there's a sort of mustering behind the elves, and
Like a bird.
after a couple of minutes, an elf walks forward carrying what looks like a staff with a large flat top, and on top is a gigantic black bird.
Cute, I guess.
What? Is it similar to the raven? Has it got like a funny eye or anything like the ravens we've seen before?
No, there seems to be a
Just the regular bird.
just a regular,
Just a
very very
raven.
large black bird.
And what am I supposed to do with the raven?
You will tell its secrets.
These guys really love secrets. Do we just need to tell them the secrets?
I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on.
That's alright, I don't either.
Wraith is just starting to shift a little bit uneasily and is looking behind them. Are we surrounded at this point?
No, it's again you're sort of standing in this very brightly lit circle of fire.
Okay, can we just take a few steps back because I'm not sure we understand what's going on either side of this. Okay, I'm Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
This is Wraith. This is Tristan, and this is William. That's Junie. We're Grey Wardens. We're on our way south to go fight the Blight. Who are you people?
And why are you acting so mysterious for seemingly
why-
no reason?
Why did you... Well, I can understand. I can think of maybe a few reasons why, but why did you attack the Templars further up the road?
The person holding the staff with the thing turns its head towards the one who had been talking to you, who sort of shakes their head slowly, and then looks back at you and goes, "We did not attack the Templars. We killed them."
But why?
That's kind of how attacking works. Just let you know.
They attempted to keep our brethren.
Well, that sounds like a
Okay.
reasonable excuse to attack someone.
All right.
Were they mages?
We have accepted a recent influx of brethren into our ranks.
Why? What's happened?
We don't know. We just came upon them upon the road, but they all had so many secrets.
What do you
This guy
mean
sounds
by
like he's got a
secrets?
secret fetish.
They had
And I'm
so
not
many
talking about-
things to share with us. And they were
Well,
being
that's-
hunted by these large, clanking imbeciles.
Ah, the Quinari.
No,
Those
he's
are the,
talking, about
those are the.
the, he's talking about the paladins.
Oh,
Not
the
paladins?
Templars. Yeah. Oh, the Templars. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
noisy, so
copyright neutral
disruptive,
paladins.
so unstealthy. Such
Yeah.
a discomfort for the ear.
I mean, they are glaring in the sunlight. All that shiny plate metal. But okay. Do you remain in this valley or do you migrate?
We
Like
are
mo-
Dalish.
So you migrate then?
Surely you must know such things. It is not a secret.
Some clans I've met didn't really move, and those who didn't usually died. So I
Oh,
was just
quite.
curious.
Yeah, but these guys are alive, so they must move around, right? That's logic. That is.
Well, the Quinari are moving in are heading south. And further south there is the Blight, which does concern you because it affects everything and everyone. It's not just a human problem, it's an everyone problem. And if it continues, it will destroy everything, and there will be no place to hide.
We shall remain in the trees, and the Varteril shall always keep us safe.
You know, Darkspawn can reach up trees.
They will
Just
cut
saying.
down the trees. They will sweep over everything. We're trying to stop it, so we're trying to find more Grey Wardens.
Again, they just sort of tilt their head more of you, 'cause a bit more confused, and then they kind of go, "But yet you travel. You travel with those who cannot help you."
Well, the Grey Wardens accept all peoples. The fighting the Blight takes a united front, and the Grey Wardens do that. Everybody wants to live, so everybody fights.
Wraith will hold up his arm and show the symbol and just say, "Yes, old allegiances must be cast aside at a time like this. Rest assured, I am here to help."
As Wraith starts speaking, all of the elves sort of back off two or three steps, and you notice the immediate, almost panic your voice seems to have on the elves in presence.
He looks around, and at the end of that sentence, kind of like you can see him shut up, so to speak, like, and then looks back to Ruth, like, say something.
He's very useful. He's a lawyer too, which is very handy. And his magic has saved us a few times more than I'd like to admit. But he's a good egg.
The elves again. You notice the elves all around the circle beginning to back off into the trees in the darkness, and the one who has been talking to you just kind of goes, "So you will not partake in our festivities?" And gestures towards the raven.
I don't know what these festivities mean.
These guys are really crap at using their words, aren't they?
Why do I need the raven?
You are Dalish, do you not follow?
We never had a raven like this in my clan.
Again, just tilts his head and looks at you again. Just goes, "You tell a secret, and we shall tell you one in return."
I've got lots of secrets. Is he looking at me at all, or is he just ignoring me now?
He's completely ignoring you now.
God damn it. I'm trying to be helpful, guys. Come on.
I don't know what secret Ruth could tell them, though.
It could be something mundane. Take a swing at saying something completely innocuous that you've never told anybody. Is there a guilty pleasure that Ruth has?
There are many. This is the problem, because I have this version of Ruth, and then I have like a really slightly different version of Ruth in my head.
As you seem to look conflicted, they look you straight at you and go, "The raven listens. The raven will respond in kind."
The raven is starting to make Tristan uncomfortable.
I feel like we're going around in circles here. What are we actually here to do?
Or just make sure that they don't kill us.
All right. Well, will they kill us?
It seems prudent to play along a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And kind of find out why they were killing, you know.
Well, they got
I mean, not that they don't have reasons to kill humans and things like that, but I mean, like these specific, you know, people.
Mm.
Well, it's on Ruth to tell a secret, I guess. Or are we gonna refuse and then see what happens?
I don't fancy our chances, but equally, I don't think they're going to do much to us if we don't tell a secret. They're just going to piss off, and because we're not holding anyone hostage, which is why they killed the paladin. Copyright neutral paladins.
And I'm assuming they care about Ruth's secrets because he's an elf, and probably wouldn't care as much about the human secrets.
Yeah. I think this is all something to try and get Ruth out.
I mean, they didn't even necessarily know you were around.
Yeah. Alright. Ruth's gonna walk up to the whisper to the raven. Because he's just looking over there and the fuck, the rest of you are getting to hear it.
Okay. So you lean into the raven and you whisper something. Once you're done, the raven caws very loudly and flaps. The person holding the raven nods and gently lifts the staff back towards himself, then turns around and starts walking towards the shadows again.
Well, that was useful. What the hell was that?
Smoke and mirrors. That's what I'm going with. Smoke and mirrors.
You notice at this point most of the elves that were standing in the circle seem to have disappeared now, and the one you were talking to just sort of goes, "Good. You will be reimbursed in time." And then just sort of starts slowly descending backwards into the shadows. After a couple of minutes, it's completely silent in the circle you're standing in.
Are Dalish always this cryptic?
I guess.
Oh.
Wow,
This is the first time like meeting one properly, except like from the first game.
Bizarre.
But even then, like even in DA2, it was slightly different. It was slightly strange as well. They are hostile to like humans.
Basically everyone.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, everyone who isn't an elf, basically, they're very hostile. But even like we're further south in Ferelden, there's like tales of elves that just snap. Like if you're traveling that part of the forest, they just downright snatch you and you're dead.
Fun.
They're like perfectly trained for guerrilla warfare and just disappearing into the forest completely. But yeah.
Lol.
Yes.
Interesting.
Ruth's kind of really confused though, because he's like, this is a very strange group of elves. This is why I left the Dalish. They're all so weird.
Wraith.
All right, we'll just go back to our camp then, will we?
Yeah, I think
proceed.
Wraith will be looking around and just say to everybody, well, I think that went maybe as well as it could have. I don't like that they've all slunk off like that, though. I don't feel very safe around here. I think we should make haste.
Yeah, I mean, we're not dead, so that's good. So I'm assuming that we can kind of carry on.
Yes, let's
Probably.
load up the cart and get going.
Yeah.
As you turn around and move to leave the sort of circle of fire you're standing in, you see a rather large black bear just staring at you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hi. I'm going to promptly jump out of my skin.
We're not in the hinterlands, so.
Ruth's just gonna stare at it. Oh fuck. No, please no. Not today. Fuck
Does it-
you.
How's it reacting to us? Does it
It's
like
just,
is it aggressive?
it's just standing, staring at you.
Is it in our path?
It's in the path you'd have to take to leave the fire circle.
Well, fan-fucking-tastic.
I mean, it's not attacking, and usually bears attack on sight, so.
They don't just stand and stare at you.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Ruth's just gonna narrow his eyes and be like, is this a shapeshifter?
Could be.
Shifter.
We're just gonna stand his ground a little bit and like straighten up a bit and be like, and fold his arms across his chest and just like, reveal yourself.
The bear just sort of tilts its head towards you.
Reveal thyself?
Don't like that. Don't like that. We're just gonna we're like, ugh.
Should we try and spook it?
No, I think it's a shapeshifter. So
Does that mean they're trying to keep us here for some reason?
Can everyone do me a perception check, please?
Ooh.
Or awareness check, sorry. Awareness.
Copyright neutral.
Dot D20, isn't it?
I think it's .d20, yes.
No, that's a comma.
I am aware of nothing.
I'm aware of 12.
I'm not particularly aware.
Right. Well, Wraith hears a very strange whispering voice in the air, just saying the words, "Give it a secret."
Did anybody else hear that? Huh? And he's looking around, trying to find the source of that.
What?
I heard somebody whispering about giving it a secret. More animals wanting secrets for some reason. What's going on in these woods?
That's
I've
not
got
creepy.
a secret, but I don't really want to tell it to a bear.
Why not a bear, out of curiosity?
Because it's a bear? Alright, hang on. At least let me get my helmet. Well, I don't have a helmet, do I? It's on the bloody car.
I'm so sorry that we asked you to leave your weapon behind. I didn't think we were gonna meet a freaking bear. Someone tell
I
it
don't
a
have the
secret.
helmet. I've got my bloody beret on. In fact, look how good that's going to do against bear claws.
Right, we're taking turns. I've already gone, so somebody else go.
I mean, I can go, but like I don't have to say it in front so everyone can hear it,
skinny,
right?
Rafe. You won't think you've
can
got
just-
enough meat to bother with.
You can whisper it to them, but you have to get close to the bear to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll go.
Okay.
So I get as close to the bear as I dare, and whisper the secret.
Okay. As you whisper, everyone else watches as this bear tilts its head as you're talking, and when you finish, the bear just kind of gives a very loud grunt, and then just slowly starts walking off.
Alright, so we've got Raven, then Bear. What comes after Bear? I'm thinking Dragon.
That's quite the escalation.
I was gonna go ram, but never mind.
Quite the
It's
hierarchy.
quite an escalation from Raven to Bear.
True.
Jeez.
Ruth's not having a good. Ruth's like shaking his head and like, this is fucking ridiculous. I hate today. Why did we have to do this? I hate my life right now.
Bloody...
My mother was murdered by a bear. It's like, Dalish are here. Mother was freaking murdered by a bear. Pops up. Well, I just want to go home. I want to go back to the car.
Bloody bears.
Bloody bears.
I guess with the bear having moved off, the rest of us can move up and join Tristan and then keep on, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So you make your way back to the thing. As you get about another maybe 5 minutes away, you hear the sound of cawing, and you look around, and there are two quite large ravens sitting on a tree on either side of a clearing, looking down at you.
In our way?
Not in your way, but you're sort of walking past them.
I will warily eye one of them as we're going past them. Just to see what is it. Are they directly observing us?
Yep, they seem to be looking down at you and cawing every so often.
Hmm. I don't like that.
Ruth's ignoring it. He's just like, I'm going back to the car. I've done my secret. I'm not doing another one.
Seems like we're going to be under surveillance the entire way along here. The entire wood's watching.
Hmm.
William debating a secret.
Have they asked for a secret yet?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless there's a whisper
No.
on the wind, or if they give us any reason to stop, I think we should just keep moving past them and hope that they're fine with that.
Isn't it their turn to give us a secret? I feel like
No.
it's their turn to give us a secret.
Well, they said that Ruth would be rewarded for his later.
Boo.
Okay.
I mean, unless they give us direction or say something to us, I feel like I'm with Ray. Just keep going.
Okay.
Probably sensible.
You walk in between the ravens and just keep going past. The forest seems to get even more. The trees get closer together, and it begins to get darker the further you're going ahead. You don't remember it being this dark before.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
What light
Something
sources
wicked
do you
this
have?
way comes.
Does it feel like natural darkness, or is this a bit eerie and kind of out of the ordinary?
It's that kind of slightly light-eating darkness that your light sources are a lot dimmer than they were.
I don't have any light sources. I had a torch that I left behind because I didn't want them to think I'm going to burn the forest down.
I assume you've got some kind of either light-producing thing or a torch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
think we've
torch.
specifically said it,
Still
but
got some
I've got
magic.
light. I've got light, so I can just have a stick that I've picked up and
Yeah.
cast it on or something.
But
Little wisp of light.
the more you keep walking into the forest, the less light they seem to be producing.
All right. We're just gonna stop and just be like, okay, this is not working.
Is there are all well, no, not all elves are like this because you're not like this. Is there a reason these elves are particularly dickish?
I have no idea.
Cause you are, you lot.
Is there by any chance a way one of the mages could do something along the lines of a detect life around them to see if anyone's following them or going to jump out at them?
Do
Does that even work?
an awareness, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll give it a go.
I shall try to.
Ooh. 4.
23!
23. Yeah, yes. You get the feeling that there's something definitely watching you.
Oh, we're being watched, alright. I don't know by what or who.
Yeah, you didn't need magic to work that one out.
No.
Yeah, but I like to confirm theories.
It does feel more and more like a trap, like we're walking into the belly of the beast.
I think those 2 ravens were...
You kids.
Yes, they've done something. It seems that we're trapped. Because
No, I'm
we
starting
should
to
have
think-
reached the cat by now.
I'm starting to think maybe it would have been better if we just ignored that pile of bloodied corpses and just carried on.
Hmm.
Isn't
I
that
don't know.
a way?
I don't know. They might have attacked us on the road and...
Maybe.
Well, we're stuck with the choice of going back to that clearing, where we're ostensibly trapped anyway, or braving what's ahead.
I reckon if we go back, it'll lighten up. And once we reach those ravens and tell them a secret and resume our path, we'll find it amazingly intact.
Worth a try.
Let's go see if they're still there anyway.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You turn around, start heading backwards. After another 5, 6, 7 minutes, nothing's getting brighter, it's only getting darker.
I was afraid of this.
I'm gonna start yelling random epithets at the woods around to make me feel better.
Okay.
Are we suddenly stuck in the fade?
Something, something about a bag of dicks, something about a donkey and their mother, all that sort of stuff.
Standard
Out of
stuff.
curiosity, how does the sound travel from these expletives? Like, is it echoing?
Oh, I
or-
don't care. You can pay attention to that. I'm
yeah.
too busy thinking up good insults to with
He
gnomes.
shouts and there's a sort of strange, almost dampening effect on the words as it goes on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It seems that the world's closing in on us. If we can't get back to those ravens, I don't know what to do. We can't even pick a direction if it just gets darker and darker.
No idea.
Okay.
Feels very fadey as
Is
well.
William continuing to shout insults, or is he just shouting one and then stopping?
Oh no, it was William being William. It takes him, a minute or so to think up the next one. He's, not the fastest tool in the shed, but he'll get there. Every so often he'll shout out another insult when he thinks of something.
Can everyone do an awareness check to see if they notice anything?
Well,
Woo! 18.
Okay. Well, definitely Ruth and Bach notice, and Wraith to a lesser extent notices that The next time William bellows out an insult, one of the trees nearby flinches.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. I've seen something like this before in Ferelden.
What?
A tree moving. Flinching.
Oh, like the root, the keeper magic. Yeah, where they like. Is it they move around the field with this like tree root teleportation thing?
No, the talking trees in the game.
Oh, the elder tree, the elder oak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next insult is going to be something about how I'm going to rub my anus on their eyeballs.
Alright, so I'm gonna look at that tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and set it on fire.
Okay. Are you just gonna cast fireball onto it, or are you gonna...
Yeah.
Okay. Roll, see how you go.
Plus int, yes. Nope. That is a 25.
Natural
and a
20,
natural
so
29.
yes, you turn to the tree, you fireball it. There is you hit it at point blank range with the fireball. The fire travels straight up the leg at lightning speed, and you notice it going almost as high as you can see, and then it like almost umbrellas out to it seems to cover this 5-legged thing directly above you.
Oh.
Yep, that's a Sylvan.
What's that?
It's an angry, possessed tree.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's on fire now.
You hear a very loud hissing as the creature begins to start stomping around you.
Yep. Watch your feet!
Can everyone do me a dodge roll, please?
Yep.
Do what?
And if
A
we don't have
dodge roll. Just a straight roll.
Okay.
And then if you have
I
dodge
do have a
roll
dodge roll.
itself as a skill, you can add it, but I think otherwise it's just a straight roll.
I'm gonna get
9 for me.
squished. What? 18? The
How
dice
do you
likes
not have?
loves-
How do you not have dodge roll?
because I'm a mage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Wraith
But you're
loses
an
his
elf.
balance and falls over. Tristan loses their balance and falls over. Ruth and William seem to have kept their feet, but this gigantic thing is now stomping around with its 5 feet and hissing very loudly. And you see these 2 very spindly looking arms coming down, look like they're trying to grab for you.
I'm going to start swinging at them with my truncheon and yell at Ruth. The next time you tell me to leave my bloody halberd on the cart, I'm gonna do you one. Or words to that effect. He's not entirely sure what he's saying. He's just yelling out in
You're using the
frustration and anger and fear.
you're calling me the insults you were shouting out to the void a few minutes ago.
Probably yes. No offense.
Right.
Slightly stressed at the moment.
Ruth's gonna try and
Come on,
help.
this would be the perfect time to have a halberd. It's tall, it's out of reach. Halberd. But no, I've got to stick to a truncheon, which is about this long at best.
So screw me if I wanted to try diplomacy.
Okay. So, as this thing reaches down, are you swinging for the legs? You swinging for the arms? What are you swinging for?
I'm swinging at any arms that come close. I don't think I knew much about the legs.
All right. Do your strength roll.
Oh man, I think that's my weak point, my strength. Oh no, it's not. Intelligence is my strength. I should have guessed. 12. Oh,
So
that's pretty
you
weak.
swing, you collide with it. There's a cracking sound, and your truncheon seems to be cracked.
Oh.
Ow, bugger. and then starts screaming at the tree about how that was my dad's truncheon, you little piece of shit, etc.,
course it
etc.,
was.
etc. Listen, it's a family business being a town guard.
Mhm.
Small town.
Just
Just a small town guard.
living in a lonely guard station. So as this thing stomps around quickly, and people scramble to get their feet, about as quickly as the fire started, the fire goes out, but the stomping continues and the hissing continues. It's now almost pitch black. What do you want to do?
Because
I'm gonna light it up again. I'm gonna light it up again.
Okay.
I'll join you alongside, having scrambled to my feet. Just be both hands just launching fire.
Fire!
Yep, you smack it again with a fire. It shrieks in pain as the fire again spreads down the legs. And it begins stomping very angrily around you.
Really? I wonder why.
The arms are flailing around you, and it does try and grab you. Does it grab any of you? It grabs one of you. Let's see, because it doesn't tell me which order that was in. Let's just do a D4, with it being Wraith, William, Ruth, and Tristan. It grabs William. So it has you have been basically wrapped around by this almost vine-like arm, and you're being taken up into the sky. What do you want to do, William?
To meet a grisly end. Come on, why is it always me? I mean, usually it's because I've done something stupid, but in this case, why is it me? Like 90% of the time. Something stupid I've done, like challenge a Canary to a fight as a dwarf. Or try and be a living flamethrower. Or just being a dick all the time. Can I do anything? Can I move?
You can. The only thing that's restricted is your waist is wrapped around by this arm. So your arms are free, your legs are free.
Is there anything nearby that looks soft?
Define soft.
A joint where it looks like the
Oh,
wood
right,
is
okay.
weaker, or possibly an eye or a mouth.
There are very tiny little claws on the end of the arm. They probably look the weakest of all the thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and just smack them with the end of my truncheon, the broken truncheon.
Okay.
Just like.
Right, roll strength again.
Do I have a disadvantage because it's a broken truncheon?
No, you're got the enthusiasm of someone who knows what's happening. You smack the claws. You eventually two of them start gushing this very green-colored blood, and emits a shrieking sound, and you get dropped from quite high up.
Oh fuck! I didn't think about that, did I?
Basically, as you got picked up and you were moved, you saw, as you got picked up in the air, you saw a very large, very red mouth with some fangs near your face as you managed to get dropped.
Well, as I go down, so I've gone past the mouth.
You basically were getting taken up towards it, and then managed to get dropped before you get anywhere near it.
Well, that's good.
So you saw that there was definitely quite a large face with a very, very red interior and some fangs. But you got dropped from about maybe 10 meters up.
Ooh. Well, that's gonna hurt.
So as you do you do me a dex roll to see how you land?
Oh god.
Actually, does he land on any of us?
Don't say that.
If I roll badly.
Oh, is that the question? That's the question anyway.
First of all, if he lands badly, I need to find if he lands in any of you. That's the next one. If he
Dex
lands
roll.
well, then I don't have to worry about this.
It shows a bit.
If I land badly, I will break a leg. If I land really badly, I'm going to land on you and break a leg.
Or break my leg.
Oh, I need the dot.
11's well enough that you just land on the ground without hitting anyone else. You're stunned. You're very stunned,
Okay.
but because of the forest floor, it's not as hard as hitting like solid stone or
Any
anything.
exposed roots or anything.
Yeah.
Or rocks.
So
Okay,
you're
well,
just
that's good.
you're lying in a sort of small
Winded.
divot of grass now.
I'm winded. Well, if I'm stunned, I can't say anything, but let me know when I'm no longer stunned.
You're sort of making babbling noises to everyone else near you. But you can talk as you want. You're just slightly stunned.
Teeth! 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 There you go. That's what I want to say.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing in this reaction?
Big red teeth!
I'll look up to where it was kind of, because I was watching as it was pulling him up, and I'll look up to where it was about to kind of reach in and feed itself, and try and take aim. Can I squint and see anything from down here?
You basically saw in the sort of glint of William being picked up and spun around. You could have seen basically something. So yeah,
Okay.
do a what you want to do.
I want to aim a fireball directly into its mouth as best as possible.
Okay. Do you roll for it?
16.
You shoot a fireball. It hits it in the face, but it doesn't hit in its mouth. It illuminates for a split second this gigantic gigantic set of very long fangs, each about as long as one of William's legs.
At which point, Wraith goes, ah! Teeth! Teeth!
Teeth! It's got a face! Hit it in the face!
That's a big old set of teeth!
Now that I have something to aim at, can I try to hit it with my arrows?
Yes.
What do I roll again?
You roll plus your dex.
Oh wait, what is my dex? Oh yeah, okay.
Yep, you shoot a single shot. It goes into the underside of the mouth. You hear a sickening crunk as it hits home. The creature emits a very, very loud roar. Actually, let me just see.
Is raw good or raw bad? Because before it was just hissing.
I'd imagine.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can everyone do me a dodge roll, please?
Oh no.
Oh great.
Uh-oh. I get the feeling that you've just killed it and it's about to fall, and it's above us.
11.
Well,
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh, 7.
God damn it, Tom! Stop being the belly of the group.
Oh no.
Go on then.
Oh no.
So as
Does it
Back
grab me
fires
again?
this arrow, there's a sickening crunk. The legs start going outwards. The body starts coming down. There is a hellacious slam sound as all of you lose your balance in your feet. As soon as the dust sort of settles, the darkness begins to fade and it begins to get lighter and lighter.
Oh
And as
god.
you look around, all of you
Please
kind
don't
of
be
go,
dead.
"What the fuck happened?" And go. As you look at this gigantic body in the middle, you realise that what does Wraith know about Varterol, Amy?
Oh. I need to look up.
About what?
A
yeah, I didn't even
Valtarl.
get that word.
A Valtarl.
Which is...
It's a creature.
Well, because you've just basically killed this thing, I'll just save the picture and put it on the stream because it's easier than me trying and describe the damn thing. Oh, it doesn't want me to describe that. Well, fuck it. Give me a second. I'm just
How do
gonna.
you spell it? And we will Google it.
Hang on.
I've got it. I've got the. Oh yeah. Okay. It is a. Oh god, where are you? Stop giving me adverts. It is a It is a guardian. That takes root in in fallen trees, and then they're like they wouldn't.
So I'm trying to deal with a cat that's determined to
How
be
do
on
you
my
spell
lap
it?
as I'm trying to.
How do you spell it?
It's VARTER.
1 second. I'm just gonna export this. And then I can just put it on stream. So
They hunt.
It is
elk
a
and
huge
deer.
spider-like creature that stands on 5 massive legs and can move at surprising. Wow, that is a horrible picture, and I don't mean that in a good way.
hang on. It's not to just
Yeah,
find
it looks like a.
For fuck's sake, just. I really wish that when I export pictures from GIMP, they would just export in the right place.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the bugs from Starship Troopers, but with more legs
Yeah.
because of the mouth, the way the mouth is. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Right.
Well, that looks
There we
pretty
go.
horrible.
So for those on the stream, that's what we're looking at.
There you go. It's in the Dark Tide channel.
It's a bit
I
like the
thought it was a-
Cloverfield monster.
Kind of, yeah, but a lot smaller.
Just
This
for people
Cloverfield
to
thing was
describe.
literally the size of a city.
So you basically see this gigantic thing is now lying crumpled in front of you. There is no William.
Oh no!
God damn it.
I really, I imagine.
It's so long.
I can imagine that Ruth is like in there trying with Rafe to like help him as best as possible and like be like, oh William.
Well,
we'll be
actually,
running
Tom,
up to the body to try and find him, I
Tom,
guess.
Tom, do me another roll. Let me just see if you get locked out by the fact the ground beneath is soft enough to crush you into it rather
I
than
don't
crush
think
you.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I was on my back, winded, and I got 7.
That's
I don't
very
think...
true. It did land on top of you while you were winded.
I'm just like,
I think William
Crushed
has
and smothered.
sadly met an end.
Crushed
I'm
and
so taken
smothered.
by the cartoon
don't get me
image of
wrong.
like, the Empress.
don't get me wrong. He was a fun character, and I'll miss him dearly. But he's dead. There's no there's no way he survived that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm surprised he survived Orzammar.
He survived a quite a long time,
Yeah.
So
especially since he was basically like, you know, a 50-year-old retired town guard who's got like a back in my day attitude, and also not a Grey Warden.
Mhm.
So, was it in? It must have been Orzammar when all the you two could be like were like, oh shit, they're all coming, and I was just like, yeah, we beat them all, because it was like we beat the 3 of them that were still there.
so
And you guys were just like, oh no, they're coming.
as the silence settles and the natural light begins to return, there's an audible hush across the forest.
We will avenge you, William. Bloody elves. And then
Bloody
Rafe
elves.
puts his hand over and looks at Ruth. Sorry, no. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean.
These bloody elves.
The elves didn't kill him.
Was it not?
No.
Was it just coincidence?
Valtarals, yeah, they can't really be. They're less likely to attack elves, according to the Wikipedia.
What,
But
just 'cause-
they don't. They're not.
Not controllable.
They should never attack an elf whom they discern by scent, save in self-defense. Yeah, the creatures encountered so far lashed out at anyone regardless of race. So they would have, he would have lashed out anyway.
I see. It does feel slightly coincidental that we tried to leave and then we get bushwhacked by this thing.
Yeah, and that's Wraith's logical kind of
It
chain
does
of
feel a
thinking there.
little bit like, really?
He
Just
wouldn't have died
happened to be there?
if they hadn't trapped us out there. Then it wouldn't have happened.
But on the other hand, maybe they were just, they knew it was there and they were good at avoiding it and they're just using it as a way of keeping the forest defended. Like, you know, if you've got a particularly aggressive guard dog, but you know how to scratch under its chin to make it not kill you, maybe it's convenient to have it. Or just run away from it. She knows it's coming.
According to this, they can be. They also by Dalish lore says that they can be magically bound to guard something.
Oh. So it is a guard dog. But would you have known that? Would your character know that?
Hard to say.
I mean, you don't
He'd probably know of them, but he might not know like
that they any of that stuff. You'd just be like, oh, it's a big spidery tree thing.
Yeah, but they'd probably like. There are in Dragon Age 2. You find one. But again, they're not really well. I don't think they're really well known back. I think it's like chance encounter.
Yeah.
Probably like a Bigfoot, maybe.
I mean, I don't even remember them being listed in the creatures category. When I did the creatures list for the site, like, I don't remember seeing that.
Probably because it's maybe just a passing thing in the game. Because I only remember it from Dragon Age 2. And apparently it's in the Witch Hunt as well, and I do not remember any of that. And it's in the Masked Empire as well, in the book, which I didn't realise either. And Inquisition. But I don't remember it at all. Literally did not remember it.
So, you...
Well, rip, I guess.
Have you, as you sort of climb over the remains of this and find each other, and again accept that William is sadly is gone from this mortal realm.
Ripperoni.
You begin to head one direction, and after about maybe 5-10 minutes, you begin to find the things you remember leading back to your original camp.
No, this is a good sign.
Is it still like nighttime?
It's just beginning dawn now.
Oh, so we've been out all night then. Doing this. Ooh.
Probably quite knackered.
How's Manny and... Oh god, what's his name? That bloody dwarf.
A nuisance, I think his name was.
I mean, if you want to play Valerian in future, Tom, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely not. No, thank you. Oh god, I've got to think of a new character now as well.
Yep.
Okay.
But yes, you head back, and Manny is he's just kind of woken up at this point.
Oh, that's good. He can drive and we can sleep.
All right.
I second this.
You get on the cart, and Manny goes, is William not with you?
No, we've bad news on that front.
We're all kind of sullen looking, I think, and quite...
Unfortunately, he met his end at the hands of a
rather
fearsome creature.
The Wraith is clutching his berry. Man's like,
well, on the plus side, you've got a couple of halberds spare. And somewhere there's the old whiskey. Which off you?
Tom's got an audience.
Yep. So, you you set off from there on the cart, and there is still a sort of sullen feeling as you all just sort of stare at that halberd balanced against the side, sort of reminding you all of your lost William.
Ruth's kind of.
I'm running out of ideas for characters, guys. I might need a bit of help with this one.
That's fair.
It feels bad. Ruth feels
bad, man.
At first, I wasn't expecting you to kill it in one shot, but yeah.
I thought it was a Sylvan, so I was like, "Oh, fire!
Yeah, I did
great!
too.
It's gonna burn it off completely. It's gonna burn it up completely." Didn't expect it to be like thrashing about so quickly.
Probably it should have occurred to me that getting out from underneath something like that is probably a good idea.
To be fair,
I mean,
you
I
didn't
have
expect it
seen,
to, like,
what's it
collapse.
Kong Island, where the bit in the bamboo, where there's a giant spider above them. It's a huge spider. Is it Kong? I don't know.
Oh, is it King Kong?
Spider.
Quite possibly there's this gigantic.
Giant spider attack scene. It's Kong Skull Island 2017 movie.
This gigantic creature just plummets towards you, full speed, just shot through the brain.
Brutal.
So yes, I guess does anyone have anything they wish to add before we wind up?
Ripperoni and pepperoni.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Farewell, William.
All right, well, that will wind the story up for this week, and we'll carry this on with this next week. The two things we need to do, of course, is the affiliate links, which is if you want yourself some shiny math rocks or other things to augment your game, you can get them at dndice.co.uk and gemhammer.com with Penance RPG. Get money off. It's both things, fun things to use. For those wondering about the charity stuff, we did very well last week. It went quite fun. I still have not received the dice from D&Dice yet, so I cannot send them out yet. Hopefully I'll have something in the next week. Because I feel bad having to wait so long to try and get these out to people, but again, I can do nothing till the dice turn up. But hopefully they'll turn up soon. But as I said, it was UKGE last week, so maybe that's why everything is a bit delayed. Anyway, apart from that, we're probably going to go raid out. We'll probably raid over to Darren because he's doing some Elden Ring. But yes, I think the only things we have coming up is on Monday should be me and Barry playing some Temtem. Tuesday should be for Elastin, so if you want some more D&D goodness, that will have both Eden and Amy on it. And then after that, I'll be doing some more Terror Tryouts as usual. Wednesday, me and Tom and Zephyr playing Power World, so that'll be different. Thursday, more Terror Tryouts. Friday will be more Bar Trauma. And then next Sunday, more Dark Tide. Mr. Eden, are you doing any streams anytime soon?
I'll probably do the usual Clone Hero on Saturday, but beyond that, if it happens, I'll put links around.
Alright, well, you can find Eden over at Monkey Magic Eden. And that will probably do us. So I will just set the raid up. Does anyone have anything else they wish to add?
Been a laugh as ever. Aside from the part where it wasn't a laugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
We lost poor William.
You lost poor William. Alright.
I think of a new bloody character. Why is it always me?
As I said, don't be the Bellray of the group. Don't be the Bellray of the group.
I think I am the Bellray of the group.
Alright. Well, anyway, we will head over, as I said, to Darren, who's doing some more Elden Ring. So yes, until next time, folks, you all take care. Have a great rest of your week. See you later. Good night.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.